And therefore, King Achish was against David and they wanted to kill him. But David had to pretend to be somebody who was abnormal, to be insane, in order to escape the wrath of King Achish. And therefore, after he escaped, is when he sang these words. And he says, I will praise the Lord at all times. Good times, David says, he will praise the Lord. Good times, he will praise the Lord. Difficult moments, he says, he will praise the Lord. In the morning, David was ready to praise the Lord. Midnight and day was ready to praise the Lord. And I believe also at night, David was ready to praise the Lord after seeing the way he has done to him. Praising the Lord is the worthy thing to do to Lord, as a way of appreciating his many blessings that he has given us. And therefore he says, I will praise the Lord at all times. I will constantly speak his praises. Even his speaking, the speech to be giving, he says he will speak his praises constantly. And therefore, that's somebody who knew what God had done to him, where he delivered him from. He knew king's orders, they were meaning what he said should be done. And therefore, because he escaped his wrath, he says he will constantly speak his praises. Then he says he will boast only in the Lord. Let all who are helpless take heart. And the key verse says, come. So he's calling other people to come together. Come, let us tell of the Lord's greatness. Let us exalt his name together. So he began as an individual and is calling the whole congregation, the multitudes, to come and join him in praising the Lord because of what he has done. This night, church, I believe we are not here by accident. God has chosen you to be here because it's a night that he has an appointment with your destiny. And I believe God has a plan. You cannot spend an hour before the Lord in vain if you come with a genuine heart before him. It's a God who's full of mercy. It's a God who's full of grace. It's a God who can do mighty things beyond our imagination. And I believe this evening, when you read the book of Acts 16, we have these two gentlemen, Paul and Silas. Let me read just for 3 verses there. Acts 16, verse 25 to 27, it says, around midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the other prisoners were listening. These are two prisoners singing around midnight. And other prisoners, they were singing and praying, they were listening. Verse 26, we are told that suddenly there was a massive earthquake, and the prison was shaken to its foundations. We are told all the doors immediately flew open, and the chains of every prisoner had escaped. So he drew his sword to kill himself. That's a person who's in the charge of the prisons. We are told because of midnight prayers of Silas and Paul, we are told 4 things happened. We are told suddenly, immediately, we are told doors were opened. Oh, okay, there was earthquake. Then number 2, we are told the doors were opened. Number 3, we are told every prisoner